Second, let's talk about the silent treatment, ignoring text messages, your phone calls, and triangulation. I think I said that right. Triangulation. Orgy. Just straight like that. A big old orgy. Let's talk about the silent treatment. The narc has many reasons why they give you the silent treatment. It's many reasons, but I'm gonna just give it to you flat line, flat rate. They're insecure. They need your energy because they don't have any. Just point blank. I'm not gonna give you all the reasons why, because each narc have their own reasons, but it's a lot of reasons. But the flat line to all why they ignore you, they ignore your text messages, they ignore your phone calls, because they need your energy. They need to feel wanted. They need to feel like you really care. They need to feel like somebody do love them. But deep down inside of them, they don't love themselves at all. So they play games. They are really, this is really soul to soul, spiritual to spiritual games that will end you in the long run. I'm telling you some things that really will end you in the long run, especially if you're vulnerable. Like, I'm vulnerable. So I know I'm not going to put myself in harm's way. So I stay out of that way. If I run across people that I deal with and they say, well, we on a friendship note. Okay, I take friendship very seriously. I take a friendship like I would take a commitment in a marriage. A friendship is really serious, because if you got a real good friend, no matter what you're going through or no matter what is what, they're going to tell you the truth and they're going to rock with you. That's a true friend. That friend can be there with you until the end. That's just like you got a husband or a wife. Their husband or wife gonna be there if they're real, like if they're disciplined, they know what it takes to be this, they know what it takes to be that. They're not fearing this, they're not fearing that, they're not suppressing this, they're not holding on to this, they're not wasting it, things that narcs do. A friendship is just like a marriage. It's a commitment. So just say you say, I want to be your friend. We're gonna be friends, we're chopping it up, we're learning each other. But then all of a sudden you start texting your friend. You could be a woman to woman, man to man. I'm saying friends. No sex involved. We're just real good friends. No strings attached. We're just real good friends. And they ignore your text messages. And they ignore your phone calls. Or you got something on your mind you want to talk to them about, they ignore you. Then can you call me? I got something on my mind. They ignore you. That is an insecurity on their end, not your end. And I want y'all to quit saying, well, I answer them right back. Keep that energy, because you will get somebody that loves you so much will answer you right back. That person that didn't answer you right back or any other times, just go ahead and leave it. Stop chasing, because a narc needs you to chase them, he or her. They're insecure. They're on their rock bottom. They have nothing to give. They don't have nothing to give themselves. So when you're dealing with a narc that give you the silent treatment, they're giving you the silent treatment because it's a lot of hell going on inside of them. So they got to get silence. They got to move on, because it's a war going on inside of them. And that war is that those demonic thoughts that's in their mental, making them go and eat what they need to eat. Whatever addictions they got to feed that addiction until they can get delivered from that addiction. We all had them. Whether it's lust, drugs, gossiping, nasty words, selfishness, anything that is toxic and that will hinder you from moving forward. That is what narcissistic people really are. So if you're vulnerable and you call somebody and they don't respond, and you text them and they don't respond, and you're going, that narc can sit right there and see you doing it. That narc can sit right there and read it, and it'll say read, and they can ignore you. And if you go off and bananas and crazy over it, guess what? You're giving the narc power. You're making them feel superior. You're feeding that demonic seed within them, because they are very, very insecure. Because a real, true person is not going to go through all that wear and tear and that rigor and that rolling and that crying and that game playing if they're really, really authentic. And believe it or not, a lot of motivational and life coaches are really weak. They're not really strong as they say they are. They're really weak. That's why I don't understand how some people are taking these positions. You got to really do what you say. Like, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going through. If I'm weak in an area, I'm going to tell y'all that. And I am weak in an area because I love. So I have to show love when I don't even supposed to show love. So I'm not weak. That's just my mission. So if I do come up here with a little toughness to my talk, it's because I'm giving tough love. Because when I tell y'all, when y'all deal with narcissistic people, they got so many games that they pull out of the hat on you. And if you cannot grab it, they will tear you apart in the silent treatment and these freaking ignoring your text messages or not responding or not replying back to you. You got to let that go. Just don't reach out no more. And keep moving forward. And every day you wake up, instead of counting when they ain't calling you, count when every time you wake up in the morning, you take a big gump of not knowing who they were in the beginning. It depends on how long you were in it. Now, me, I'm a super empath. I'm a chosen one, so I can detach easily. Now that I'm wide open, that's why I don't let everybody in my circle. That's why I have nothing but 2 or 3 people that I really talk to, but I don't talk to them on a lot of days, or, you know, I take spaces and time too, because I love meditation and I love to know my head is going in the right direction. I need to know that my soul is going in the right direction. You just don't rush and say this or that. You know, you might feel that connection. It is a spiritual connection, but you got to make sure it's a divine connection, not a demonic connection. So you got to be careful. And I'm telling y'all this because I'm spiritual, so I can see what other people can't see. And I will tell y'all. I'm not going to be afraid to tell y'all the truth, because I done been through my spiritual warfare and probably got to go through more. I don't know what's next, but I'm ready. Satan got my daughter, okay? That's all you got. Every time he brings something stupid, I say, that's all you got. And you got to keep that in your mind. Satan, that's all you got. Because if you say, Satan, you got me, guess what Satan gonna do? Satan gonna use that, and he gonna use a person to just bury you with it. Trigger you after trigger after trigger after trigger. Narcs don't let up. You know why they don't let up? Because you don't slam the door and lock it. Slam the door and lock it. Anybody that come in your life and start toying with you, start ignoring your text messages, start ignoring your phone calls, giving you the silent treatment, you ain't did nothing to them, slam the door, lock it. If they call you back, anybody that can go, and I'm saying if you're friends, if you say you're friends, or if you say y'all trying to build something, but I don't know how it go. But if they go week 2, 3, 4, you're not important. Believe me when I tell you, you're not important. You're just a tag along, or you're just in a fan club. You get what I'm saying? You cannot entangle yourself in these triangulations, orgies, because you're going to just be part of the fan club. You got to stop, think, breathe, release, slam the door, lock it, close it, delete it out your phone, delete it. If they on your social media, block them. It's not hard to do. It's just a simple delete, block, delete, leave it alone. See, I don't have to go through the blocking and deleting, because you know why? Once you start treating me like that anyways, I'm already backing off of you, just like narcs back off when they seduce you, get you in, will you in, and they leave you there to die. See, I back off because I'm not dying, so I know how to back off from dying. And what I mean by dying, your soul is dead. Your soul is just there, just getting abused over and over again. Because see, I got a lot of morals, and I stand for what I believe in. So if I text you or call you and you did me like that on several notes, you know, I'm gonna let 2 or 3 slide. Maybe you were busy, and if you are a busy person, you let that ride. But they will get back to you, because one thing about a narc, they love their phone. Their phone ain't no far away from them. They'll lose their mind, because you see, that's a lot of attention in these phones. So don't let them fool you. Their phones are sitting right by them on vibration, whatever, because they might get up off of that vibration, but they are by their phones. So when they start that phone crap, cut cord, delete, block, feel bye.